This is going to be the reading for the conjunction between Jupiter and Uranus. Both outer planets, Jupiter expands wherever it touches, and Uranus offers creative genius solutions. They meet when they reach the same sign, of course. Jupiter needs 12 years around the zodiac, Uranus 84 years. So we had a conjunction between the two of them like 12 or 13 years ago. This time it's a new cycle started because they conjunct in Taurus, which is an earthly sign. Jupiter is already in Taurus, Uranus as well, but now they come close at this point. And it's not that things are going to manifest already on 20 or 21 of April, but it's the beginning of this new cycle. It's like the heaven is going to collide with Earth, because we can look at Jupiter as Zeus in the Greek mythology, or Thor in the northern mythology of Horus from Egypt, and Uranus as being the Prometheus, the one who stole the fire from the gods and brought it to Earth. With this alliance between the two of them, it's like we are having a reset of our relationship with the natural world. So we have Jupiter symbolize how we expand our world through education, law, philosophy, travel, abundance, and an expansive spirit. And Jupiter is now the ruler of Sagittarius, the expansion sign, and we have with this fire energy. And then we have Uranus, that acts like a cosmic clutch. It takes us out of one year and, after some chaos, shifts us into a new one. Is the modern co-ruler of Aquarius, was the first planet we discovered once the telescope broke the boundary of our known solar system, and coincided with the Industrial Revolution, when many technical and cultural assumptions broke apart. It embodies difference and eccentricity as it rotates in the opposite direction of most other planets at an approximate right angle to them, with one pole pointing toward the Sun. Uranus, and like we said, co-ruler of Aquarius, which is an air sign. So we have the air, we have the fire, and we mentioned they are coming together in Taurus with this alliance, which is a conjunction. And not to forget the element of water. Jupiter as such used to be the ruler of Pisces, but we also have Mars in Pisces, who is also helping with this energy. So we will have all four elements, let's say, presented at this event. And I will look now at the tarot cards that are associated with these planets and sign. You can pick up one card that maybe speaks to you, and then I'm going to do a reading for each and one of them. So we start with Jupiter, because it's the wheel of fortune, recognition of the cyclic nature of life and the universe. So this is the wheel of fortune, associated with Sagittarius, which is the card of the Temperance. We will look at the attribute of taking a stand on the abuse that is made on Earth. We have for Uranus the Fool. It's like leaping into a new spiral. And there is a lot of talk lately about spirals. We are even invited to make spirals with stones on the Earth. It's like acupuncture for our beautiful planet. For Aquarius, we will have the Star, and this is trust in oneself and the universe. For Taurus, we have the Hierophant, and I like to see this card as an oracle of Delphi. So it's, for me, messages from non-rational sources. And we mentioned there is a conjunction, an alliance, and for that we will have the Sun, the accomplishment of hard work. And this is also coming with the fact that we have this conjunction at 21 degrees, which is already the third decan of Taurus, which is associated with the seven of pentacles, of seven of sacred circles in this deck. Another card of rewards after a hard work. So that we will see unexpected maybe rewards, but be prepared. And of course, other conjunction of Uranus and Jupiter, maybe you remember what happened for you, but then they were in another house because now it's Taurus, so check in which house you have this conjunction. And after that, look at the Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, the Fool, the Star, the Hierophant, and the Sun. And if you pick up, now I see that the Sun was not so obvious, I will put it here. So again, the Wheel of Fortune, recognition of the cyclic nature of life and the universe. Temperance, take a stand on the abuse of earth. Fool, leaping into a new spiral. Star, trust in oneself and the universe. The Hierophant, messages from non-rational sources. And the Sun, accomplishment after hard work. So take your time, pick one of these 6 cards, and then I will do a reading for each and one of them. If your choice was the card of the Wheel of the Fortune, the one associated with Jupiter, I will pick up 2 cards for you. One from the Starseed Oracle, what your soul wants you to know, and one of the Akashic records, the action your soul is guiding you to take. Because I believe that now a lot of influences are maybe coming even from other lifetimes. You can start remembering other lifetimes. So what your soul wants you to know, loosen your grip. When every time a new cycle begins, Mother Earth teaches us how to be human every day with the coming and going of the tides and the seasons. If you are clinging to anything, you are resisting the natural flow of who you are. The things we cling to are so often those we most need to let go of. Maybe food, substances, relationship, job, people pleasing. The things we cling to often cover up our most vulnerable space. The part we are most afraid to leave empty, the part we guard and don't let grace into. You are being called to find the courage to loosen your grip and give up control, to release your coping mechanism and leave space for grace and God to enter, to surrender all that feels dense to the divine. It doesn't mean that what you are clinging will go away if you lose your grip. It may, or it may stay, but whatever it is, it will find you, and you will breathe easier knowing that you've shifted from relying on your own strength to surrendering to the grace of life. I found this such a beautiful card because it feels like a free fall. And sometimes this is what we need to do as a sign of trust. And I think your soul wants you to know that you can trust. Fear will, if you release fear, something else will come into place. And look, even this card of Jupiter here is about natural cycles. And what comes around goes around, we say, with the Wheel of Fortune, but you never know what comes. So just surrender, and maybe indeed you will feel much more relaxed, because this Uranus here can come with unexpected solutions, and you can think, like I like to say, of thousand of possibility, and then life gives you the 1001. And for the action your soul is guiding you to take. Wow, it almost looks like the background here where you are falling free. Shaman's dream. There is great wisdom in between the worlds. Medicine women, intuitives, and healers of all cultures and throughout the time have been beckoned beyond the veil to access sacred knowledge. Are you being called to this deep and profound work? Pay close attention to your dreams, for this is one of the ways that we connect with Spirit. Pray daily. Find your guiding light and follow its lead. It will help you to navigate the realms of mystery, interpret the symbols of your journey, and deliver healing counsel wherever it is needed. So maybe find a spiritual habit for you, something to do daily or as often as you can, and with the intention of using this new cycle energy, and with the intention to let go of what you maybe are not even aware that you have a grip on. And then in your dreams, maybe the signs will come, and then you will discover what kind of new powers you remember that you have. And that's the action that your soul is inspiring you to take. I hope these cards are useful for you, and thank you for watching. If you choose the card of Temperance, associated with Sagittarius, the fire sign ruled by Jupiter, I will pick up now 2 cards, one from the Starseed Oracle as a message from your soul, what your soul wants you to know, and one from the Akashic Oracle, the action your soul is guiding you to take. So the message, what your soul wants you to know: you are not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. I love this card. It is almost like the card of Fool. Step into unknown, but you dare to do that. The world is filled with people who, no matter what you do, just won't like you. But it's also filled with those who love you fiercely. They are your people. You are not for everyone, and that's okay. Talk to the people who can hear you. Don't waste your precious time and gifts trying to convince others of your value. They won't ever want what you are selling. Don't try to convince them to walk alongside you. You'll be wasting both your time and theirs, and will likely inflict unnecessary wounds that will take precious time to heal. You are not for them, and they are not for you. Politely wave them on and continue on your way. Sharing your path with someone is a sacred gift. Don't cheapen it by rolling yours in the wrong direction. Keep facing your true north. And I will say, follow your north node if you know which it is from the astrology, because that is where you choose to go in this lifetime. And your soul inquire, how can you embrace your awareness and not care so much about what other people think? I had a discussion last week with somebody who cared a lot about what other people think. I tried to tell her that this is not necessary, and actually, without my intention, I provoke her. She got very emotional about it, and then I realized that some people are not ready to let go, and they are looking for acceptance from others. My intention was just to tell her to look for acceptance in herself, and then if you do that, it becomes quite hard to answer to the question, who are you, if people ask you to describe yourself in a few words, because yeah, maybe what you want to say, not everybody is willing to listen, and what people would like to hear, you are not willing to say it anymore, you know, like my name is, I'm doing that, I was born there. They are also important things. They define your path on your life, but not necessarily who you truly are. And then the action that your soul is guiding you to take. I just love these cards for some reason. Heart rose. I thought it had to be a rose. It holds itself in a tiny closed bud, secreted away from inquisitive eyes. Shades of radiant beauty mature and deepen. Raw emotion and unbridled passion turn with unexpectancy, intensifying as the petals twist tighter. The day will come when all at once the bud will burst into blossom, opening to show the world is unparalleled magnificent. Wow. Even this conjunction, it's like seeds, they are not going to blossom. So if you decide that you are not for everyone, let's say, it's like you keep your beauty. Like I like to say lately, I'm Rose. I hope many of you saw the Guardian of the Galaxy. When that guy says I'm growth, I like to say I'm Rose, and I want to show my beauty to the world. When you are open, and who wants to see you will see you. And I think these two cards are very good together, and the action to take is maybe to dare to blossom. Use these energies to blossom, because you are unique in your way, and those who will have eyes to see you will see you. You need to be the light to see reflected in somebody else's eyes, and then you just recognize each other. I hope these cards are useful for you, and thank you for watching. If you choose the card of the Fool, the one associated with Uranus, I will pick up for you now 2 cards, one from the Starseed Oracle, what your soul wants you to know, and another one from the Akashic Oracle, the action your soul is guiding you to take. So what your soul wants you to know. You got the love. Do you lose yourself in relationship? If so, how? How can you develop a deeper love for yourself? The Hadarians are believed to be beacons of pure, divine, unconditional love, who see love in all people and situations. As a result, they can find it hard to have boundaries, healthy relationships, because they only see the unconditional nature of those they meet. The lovers of the cosmos, they dive in fast. They are here to learn how to love while in a separate body, to learn to love self first and then establish healthy relationship with others, to remember that the love they seek is already within them, that they truly do have the love all on their own. And some of us are maybe here to find the beloved. Once they have the knowingness of their own love, then they can find others to love, getting united like an infinity sign. The message of this card is to review the ways you may need to establish healthier boundaries. Perhaps you are in a codependent relationship in which you may be losing your sense of self. It's common for starseeds to dive deep into relationship, particularly with those who feel safe and familiar at a soul level. Perhaps you are in a relationship in which you gave more than you receive, or perhaps there is a certain volatility to it and you are always unsure where you stand. This card is a sign to do a relationship review and see what energetic agreements you've made, consciously or unconsciously, to acknowledge if there are relationships in which you feel anxious or powerless, in which you don't feel like it's safe to relax and just be you. Now, nobody says it's bad to experience love, and that could also be something on your stars. I have an arrangement of stars where I also have this tendency to give more than receive, so the balance between giving and receiving, the way you feel inside, because or you give too much or you are too demanding, you just go between these two extremes. Once you love yourself and you know precisely what you need from a relationship, then you can have healthy boundaries. And the action that your soul wants you to take. Desert flower. The desert is an unlikely place for a flower, yet when the season is just right, wild flowers burst into blossom. A carpet of brilliant color blanketing the hard, barren earth is a sight too stunning, so stunning it takes your breath away. The message of the desert flower is to take root where you are. All that you need is available even if it is not immediately apparent. Outcomes are surprising. Let go of expectation, believe in magic and watch it bloom. Yes, you are like that desert flower and burst into blossom for the right person who is love already. When you are love and the two loves are coming together. The action is not to be afraid to blossom, but with clear boundaries, you can bring a lot of joy in your life and in the love of the beloved. I hope you enjoy your cards and thank you for watching. If you choose the card of the star, the one associated with Aquarius, the sign ruled by Uranus, the sign of air, we have two cards, one from the Starseed Oracle, what your soul wants you to know, and the one from Akashic Oracle as the action your soul is guiding you to take. Lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Wow, this is maybe what the energy, I have to put it here under the star because somehow you see like here and there is light and here you have the star. They are connected, these two cards. What is incongruent in your life? How are you being called to bring it back into harmony? Things aren't always as they seem. This era is one of uncovering mistruths so we can remember ancient truths. Everything is in a state of recall and realignment. Anything that isn't in harmony with the planet will not survive. This goes for society and the world at large as well as in our own lives. You are being called to energetically scan your life for things that may no longer be a vibrational match for who you are and how you are grown. To dismantle the system and ways of being that once served you and others but no longer do. Some starseeds are here to lift the veil between the seen and unseen worlds, to shine a light on things that are inauthentic or unaligned with the survival and well-being of Earth, to stand for and protect those who don't have a voice, to look deeper and question everything that previous generation did not. Some starseed cannot tolerate things that are incongruent. They are here to bring society and humanity back into harmony with the planet and the Creator at large. If we tolerate things in our life that aren't aligned and congruent with it, we add to the misalignment of the planet. You are being called to trust yourself, notice what's out of alignment, and then take the baby steps required to bring it back into harmony. This is not easy fat, but it's worthwhile, both individually and for the planet. And you choose the card of the star, says trust in oneself and the universe. So you know there is more after the veil, and despite what other people are saying, you trust your intuition. Now you are maybe at the beginning of the cycle, or you are already in the cycle where everything that is not in harmony will have to go. And the action your soul is guiding you to do is like this drop of water. The creative force starts as a spark. It is energy that radiates out in all directions with limitless potential. It is the breath of life and the blood that courses in our veins. It is every molecule of water in our body and the thoughts that ignite in our brains. Just as we have been created, we have been endowed with great ability to create. When we deny our creative force, we stifle our greatest inherent gift. To be alive is to create. What are you bringing into this world? Are you holding back, afraid to fully commit? This is the time to use your powers of creation and bless us with a gift that only you have to share. You are maybe the star, I mean, not maybe, I think you are. And once you lift the veil and you discover, you remember your gifts, just share it with the world. I hope these cards are useful for you, and thank you for watching. So if you choose this beautiful card of the Hierophant, I'm going to pick up 2 cards for you from the Starseed Oracle and from the Akashic Oracle. The first card is going to be what your soul wants you to know, and the next one, the action your soul is guiding you to take. Beautiful message, the cosmic heart, devotion, potency. Make your life a moving prayer. Wow. I think even that is enough, no? Make your life a moving prayer. And maybe trust. Look, these 2 cards are like almost the same. Trust your intuition, trust the messages, because you choose this card of messages from non-rational sources. When you surrender to a state of devotion, you find yourself flowing with all of life. You are being called to refocus your attention deep within to the intelligence of your own heart, to bow with deep reverence to your inner temple, to live your life in devotion to this place, to make your life one big moving prayer. Perhaps you've felt a bit off kilter lately, sensing that the potency of why you are doing things has got a little watered down. Perhaps you are forgotten what made you start doing them in the first place. If so, this is your call to take a moment and reconnect with the truth at the very center of your heart, to get back to the essence of what you are about, to devote your life to what you care most about, to turn your gaze deep, deep, deep. There are seasons for harvesting and seasons for sowing. Right now you are being called to plant your soul seeds and sing to them with deep devotion. This is the beginning of the new cycle, planting seeds and then not expecting them to blossom in a day or two, because these are outer planets and they move slow, but they will blossom. To feed them with the sweet waters of your own soul, to lose yourself in the potency of what it is that most expands your heart, to live your life according to what makes you come alive rather than what everyone else thinks, to make your life one big moving prayer. Wow. Made me think of a story that my grandmother told me. It was a Sunday, and in old times, at least in my country, people had to go to church on Sunday. So this woman, old woman, was working her field, and then the priest coming from church, I suppose, walked along the field and saw her and asked her, "But why are you not in church? Why are you not praying?" And then she looked at him and she said, "This is my prayer." I found it so beautiful. She working the land, that was her prayer. There are so many different ways of praying. You can have the intention and to be a moving prayer every day when you wake up, and then especially live from the heart, act from the heart, even think with the heart, and that's your intention. Before you know, you will be this moving prayer. Oh, it's obvious I love that card. So let's see the action your soul is guiding you to take. Somehow the colors are beautiful together. All life is interconnected. We are formed from molecules. the building blocks of all life. Therefore, we share a common bond with all that is. Are you experiencing discord in your life? Do you find yourself consistently at odds with someone or something? Center your focus on the disharmony. Trace it back to the root. Look beyond the obvious conflict to find the commonality, small thought it might be. Water the seed of oneness. Tend to it as you would the most delicate plant in your garden. We are connected. We all breathe the same air. With this cosmic heart, the step for you to take to become that moving prayer is to find the roots of any disharmony. What somebody said, that we will be evolved when we see ourselves in everybody else. It takes time and you will get there, I'm sure, with these beautiful cards and great help from the non-rational sources. I hope you enjoy your cards and thank you for watching. If you choose the card of the Sun, which is actually associated with the conjunction, with the alliance of these two energy, I'm going to pick up two cards for you, one from the Starseed Oracle, and this is going to be about what your soul wants you to know, and one from the Akashic Oracle, which is going to be the action your soul is guiding you to take. So what your soul wants you to know. Double mission. Light workers, starseeds, serve the world by being you. Be the light, I will say. But let's see the message of the card, because these cards have beautiful messages. Light workers, starseeds are mission and purpose oriented. Many have the feeling that time's running out and there's something they came here to do, create or contribute. They are here to grow as soul individually. This is the individual mission, and also to contribute to the planet and in some action-oriented way. That's the collective mission. Their collective mission is often answered through a career, calling, or by devoting their life to something bigger. Until they remember their collective mission, it can feel as if something missing or that they are forgetting something important. It's common for light worker starseed to feel that they are different, and they may carry soul memories of being visible or sharing their voice. As such, they may protect themselves by dimming their light in order to fit in, or by spending time in some sort of closet, such as a spiritual closet. If you pull this card, you are being called to remember your collective mission and step into even more fully. You are being reminded that your role as a light worker is to light up the world, and you choose this card of the Sun. So this doesn't have to be a great big thing or decision you need to make. You also don't need to have a great big plan. If you resonate with being a light worker, all you need to do is work out what lights you up. What are your passion? What is your joy? And keep doing that. When you trust and follow the simple path of things that light you up and then lose yourself in the doing, you light up the world without even trying. Wow. I always believe that the things that come natural to us, and then we shine even without realizing, it has to be so simple. It has to be in us. We came here equipped for what we need to do as a mission. We just need to remember and allow it. You see this person, the eyes closed to the world, and then the light is coming out. I put it here with the Sun because it's not a coincidence that you pick up that card. And action to take also as a message from the soul. Wow, came very fast. I see almost the same colors here, like in your thoughts, the bubbles of your thoughts are here, very beautiful. They are rose, of course. Like lovers, the rose is a tantric dance between the soft scent of petals and the sharpness of its thorns. To embrace love is to open completely to vulnerability. With a flowed of joy, our hearts tingle and we soar to the sky. Fragile, tender, and trusting, we allow ourselves to feel it. It is magnificent. Do you remember the feeling, but wonder where the passion has gone? Is there a stillness in your soul that won't budge? Fear of being hurt keeps us from wanting to feel anything at all. Breath in trust. Love yourself completely. Yes, just be you. So just trust and actually love yourself. Maybe you got disappointed by others, but if you find love in you and love the light that you came here to be, your mission, individual and collective, will feel fulfill. And actually, this is what you choose for, the accomplishment after hard work. So here you are. This is how you feel accomplished. And I wish this for you. And thank you for watching.